Coming up on News Valdosta, a gambling ring leads to the arrest of 7 South Georgia citizens.
And passengers in 2 vehicles avoid serious injuries as they careen on I-75.
Brad Covert will give us a look at the weather, and Bridget Muckle has our local sports. News Valdosta starts right now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Olivia Steen.
And I'm Dorian Baber. Lanier County Sheriff spent over 2 years investigating an illegal gambling operation. Now that investigation is over. This ongoing investigation finally ended yesterday with the arrest of 7 people. Lanier County Sheriff Charles Norton launched the investigation 31 months ago. This illegal gambling activity has been operating in several counties in the South Georgia region. Nilesh Patel and the other 6 assailants were charged with a total of 18 warrants, including conspiracy to gamble, keeping a gambling place, communication of information, and solicitation of gambling.
A 2-car collision happened yesterday morning around 7:45. The accident took place just 1 mile north of exit 18 on I-75 North in the southbound lane. Reports say that a green Ford Escort lost control and bounced off the concrete retainer wall. As the Escort spun out of control, a black Lincoln struck the vehicle once more. Both vehicles eventually hit the guardrail, but none of the passengers sustained serious injuries. Though officials have not attributed the accident to one specific cause, they say the weather did adversely affect conditions.
Drive sober or get pulled over. Driving under the influence is not only harmful to you, but others. Reporter Ariana Deans has more.
Yesterday evening here on North Tomb Street, Officer Brandon Hart was conducting his regular rounds when he noticed a driver ran the stop sign and then fled the scene of his vehicle. When officers caught up with the driver, he was under the influence. He was then arrested and charged with the DUI, reckless driving, and other traffic violations. Did you know in the state of Georgia, driving under the influence of a 0.80 or higher is considered a DUI? Some violations include 20 hours of community service, up to a $1,000 fine, and also going to DUI school. So remember, drivers, drive sober or get pulled over. I'm Ariana Deans with News Valdosta. Back to you guys at the news desk.
About 4,000 people will be getting confirmation cards asking them to confirm their contact information for voter registration. Voter registration cards are sent to registered voters with their last known address or forwarding address. Residents have 30 days to mail the cards in. If the cards aren't returned, those citizens will be designated as inactive voters. If residents don't make contact with the Board of Elections within a year, they'll be deleted from the list of voters.
Valdosta City Council plans to solicit bids for upcoming water and sewer projects. News Valdosta reporter Kayla Jordan has more.
It was an intense meeting filled with many engaged citizens. Mayor and council were there to hear Valdosta residents seeking assistance from city officials.
My main purpose was to speak for a group of citizens that have been forgotten, mainly the one with felony and serious misdemeanors. And my hope was to get some kind of guidance on who to see, how long would it take to get records expunged.
Done by the design engineer, and Parsons was the design engineer, and they'll have 270 days to complete each one of those.
Split the project into 3 different portions. One was 2 master lift stations, and then we had the force main project, the force main, about 6.2 miles of force main, and a couple of smaller lift stations. And then we have a new headwork structure and EQ at the future wastewater treatment plant.
2 separate amendments were considered for the force main project. One for construction and the other for management services. The cost for both is $1,137,746.
Services during construction includes the bidding of, developing the bid documents, doing the bid meetings, selection process for the contractors. Then there's the construction management portion of it, which they actually, they track all the contractors, they monitor for disadvantaged business inclusion.
City Council meetings are held every first and third Thursday following the first Sunday of each month. Citizens are strongly encouraged to attend to be more informed of what's going on in the Valdosta community. For News Valdosta, I'm Kayla Jordan.
Coming up, a Valwood freshman works to promote health among young people.
And Valdosta citizens are learning how to become more involved with historic preservation. Stay with us.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
What will you find at Valdosta State University?
Challenging academics.
Innovative hands-on experience. Over 100 fields of study.
Engagement in a vibrant community.
Caring mentors and friends. Service and leadership opportunities.
Championship athletics.
The full university experience.
At Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Addie Perlman, a Valwood High School freshman, had an inspiration. Now he's spearheading a fun way to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. This organization provides added support in bettering the lives of children through the purchasing of equipment, research, and training. Perlman was inspired to assist CMN because of the healthcare aid they provided for her younger cousin, who was born prematurely. Perlman will host a dance-a-thon at Valwood High School. Participants will gather for dancing and playing various games in homage to the children that cannot. The event will take place on March 8th at Valwood High School.
The Historic Preservation Commission is accepting nominations for the 2014 Valdosta Preservation Awards. This award is split up in 4 different categories to help noteworthy historic projects around the city of Valdosta. Nominations will be accepted up until mid-April and will be evaluated by the Preservation Awards Committee. If you're interested in nominating a historic building in Valdosta, visit valdostacity.com to download the nomination form.
The Valdosta Lowndes County Chamber of Commerce is continuously welcoming new businesses to our area. Ribbon-cutting ceremonies are held weekly to celebrate the Chamber's partnership with these businesses. News Valdosta reporter Shelby Mitchell has more.
The Valdosta Lowndes County Chamber of Commerce welcomed Coastal Merchant Solutions with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. Chamber ambassadors, along with staff, gathered to welcome the new business. Coastal Merchant Solutions specialize in processing credit card transactions with business owners in attorney and doctor's offices, hospitals, and retailers through Wells Fargo Bank. President Tony Taylor explains how being a member of the Chamber of Commerce will help his business succeed.
By networking, promoting to do business within the local community, and that's where we bring in customer service. We believe in the old-timey, let me come by and talk to you, that kind of service instead of getting on the phone and being on the phone for an hour or two, on hold. We want to come see you and see what the problems are, how we can help the business.
The Chamber believes that it takes teamwork to build a business and offers a variety of programs to aid with its success. The Valdosta Lowndes County Chamber of Commerce ambassadors will celebrate the next ribbon cutting for Farmers Insurance Friday, March 14th from 11 to 11:30 a.m. For more information on how your business can get involved with our local chamber, visit valdostachamber.com. Reporting for News Valdosta, I'm Shelby Mitchell.
Construction has fallen behind schedule on Valdosta's new airport fire station due to a mixture of weather and delays building the concrete foundation. This has caused a 2-week setback and will push the date of completion to mid-June. Airport General Manager Jim Galloway says that hanging drywall for the station should go more smoothly.
The city of Valdosta will be inspecting for the cause of cross connections between the stormwater and sanitary sewer systems in downtown Valdosta today. This issue was identified by the recent smoke testing performed in the area. The necessary work may impact downtown traffic on Toombs Street, North Patterson Street, Central Avenue, and Hill Avenue. This is not an issue that affects the city's utility customers. It only affects the city's collection systems, which are designed to keep stormwater and sewer systems separated.
Up next on News Valdosta, the temperature has been cooling down following yesterday's rain. Find out how the change in weather will affect your weekend. Stay with us.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, sparkles next Sunday. All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot. 60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday. Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday. Eat well and move a lot. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday. All the healthy children, all the healthy children. Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
It's been pretty beautiful the last couple of days in Valdosta. What can you expect for today and tomorrow? Brad Covert has more with our weather. Brad?
Thanks, Olivia. It looks like that pool trip earlier this week was short-lived. The weather in Valdosta once again switched from hot to cold. Today will be a bit nippy with a high of 63 and a low of 31. And there will be no chance of rain today. As for the weather tonight, as we said, it will be below freezing, so hot chocolate and warm fires indoors are highly recommended for tonight. For tomorrow's weather, we're looking at a high of 70 and sunny skies. It looks like sweaters today and floaties tomorrow. Our UV index for today is at a 6. That's high, so be mindful of the sun's rays, especially if you're going to be outside for a long period of time. It might be cold, but don't underestimate the power of the sun. Today's pollen count is at a medium to high, and the count is reaching 8.2. The predominant pollens are alder, juniper, and elm. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Brad. Coming up, Bridget Muckle will give us a look at our local sports. Stay with us.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back. Let's check in with Bridget Muckle for a look at area sports. Bridget?
Thanks, Olivia. The Lady Vikings advanced to the Class 6A semifinal after a comeback win defeating Marietta in overtime 53-44. The Vikettes trailed by 6 going into the fourth quarter. With 9 seconds left, they trailed by 3 points when senior point guard Tashia Brown was fouled while shooting a three-pointer. With the season hanging in the balance, Brown stepped up to the line and smoothly knocked down the 3 free throws to force OT. Marietta only scored 4 points in overtime, and Vikings' De'Ara Deloach scored 6 out of her 10 points. Lowndes will face the Archer Tigers tomorrow in the Final Four. The Blazers men and women's tennis team will be in action all weekend long, hitting blazing forehands and serving up aces. The first match is at home Friday at 2 o'clock versus the winless Florida Tech Panthers. The Lady Blazers look to retain their undefeated home streak and improve to 3-0 at home. After losing the first 2 games of the season, the men's team is heating up and hopes to extend their 3-game winning streak. Saturday, the Blazers travel to play the Columbus State Cougars at 2. The Blazers have a tough task against the undefeated Cougars. Sunday, they will return home to play the Alabama Huntsville Chargers at 2 in a Gulf South Conference matchup. Junior defensive end Brian Bell verbally committed to continue his college football career and education with the reigning national champions of the Florida State University. The Seminoles aren't strangers to winning the interest of Lowndes football players. Since 2009, at least 4 Vikings players have transformed into Seminoles. Brian Bell will follow this trend, but first looks to train and work hard to have a productive senior year with the Vikings football team. This past season, Bell had 55 total tackles, with 37 of them being solo tackles, and he averaged 4.2 tackles per game. The Lady Blazers softball team had a tough Tuesday doubleheader against the Alabama State Rams. In the first game, the Blazers quickly jumped out to a 2-0 lead, but the Rams surged back. They scored 1 run, but Courtney Albritton prevented the tie by getting pinch hitter Jada Taylor out with a sharp throw to second base. Pitcher Brianna Hancock struck out Ariana Peterson to seal the first win of the doubleheader. The second game, the score was even at 1-1 until the 5th inning, until a crazy pitch allowed Shelby Altman to score, and Morgan Butler also scored later for a 3-1 lead. In the 6th inning, the team achieved their last 2 runs and beat the Lady Rams 5-2. The Blazers are 14-6 on the season and will play a home game at 3 on Saturday against the Delta State Lady Statesmen. Tomorrow night, the Valdosta Wildcats will take on the Pace Patriots at 7:30. The Patriots are coming off a strong game in which they put 13 runs against their opponent for the win. Valdosta is no stranger to big games, as they also put up 13 runs early on in the season. These 2 high-powered offenses are sure to bring their A games in an exciting contest. That's all for sports today. I'm Bridget Muckle. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Bridget. When we come back, learn how officials are working to clear a fallen tree from the roads.
We'll have this story and more, so stay with us.
Yes, I am.
Move! Give it to him hard!
No, ow.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No,
They want to help,
ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family.
Ooh.
So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to our Thursday edition of News Valdosta.
This Sunday, the city of Valdosta will remove a tree hazard in the right-of-way on Jerry Jones Drive. The work is scheduled for 9 p.m. through midnight, and lanes will be closed from Gorntail Road to Country Club Drive. Motorists should find alternate routes if possible or drive cautiously when traveling through the area.
South Georgia Medical Center is hosting a support group called Mended Hearts. The group's meeting is scheduled for the next Tuesday in the SGMC dining rooms and is open to anyone who has had heart surgery. Dinner will be provided for participants. To register, call the Cardiac Rehab Center at SGMC.
The Valwood Lower School is participating in Read Across America, a national week celebrating literacy in America. Valwood students in grades K through 5th have to bring a book every day for DEAR, which stands for Drop Everything and Read. Valwood is celebrating by having a Spirit Week. The days this week include Crazy Sock Day, Bling Day, and tomorrow's Pajama Day. Read Across America will continue through March.
Would you like to support the Valdosta Junior Service League? Do you like thrift shopping, or do you just need something to do this weekend? Well, our reporter Erica Bacon has found something for you to do that can help others as well. Here's more from reporter Erica Bacon.
Thanks, guys. The Valdosta Junior Service League will be having its 3rd annual Tossed and Found thrift sale on Saturday morning. The event is set to take off at 7 a.m. and end promptly at 1 p.m. right here at the Mathis Auditorium on North Ashley Street. What can you buy from this event? Toys, clothes, furniture, electronics, and potentially anything that you can think of. Admission to get in this event will be $3. However, at 11:30 a.m., admission will be dropped to $1 and everything will be 50% off on sale items. All proceeds made from this event will benefit the Valdosta Junior Service League in their community projects in the future. If you do decide to come to this event, remember to bring cash only. The league is only accepting cash, so that means no credit, debit, or checks. And if you purchase large items, volunteers will be on hand to help you and assist you with those items to your car. I'm Erica Bacon for News Valdosta.
Well, that's our show today. I'm Olivia Steen.
And I'm Dorian Baber. Thanks for watching. See you next time.